I think she's unaware of it. I've found that in the past. People who know a lot about human behaviour tend to know very little about themselves. I glance around the room whilst trying to think of something to say. There's a strange stain on the floor by the door. It upsets me. Ever since I've been coming to see Lainey, there's been that odd-looking patch. Coffee, perhaps. I consider asking her about it. But she's sucking her teeth now, never a good sign, and I sense she's about to pass judgment. Well, if you're not sure about what led you to write a piece of work so violent, can you tell me the emotions it caused within you? How did you feel after you tried to write the murder scene you mentioned? She moves her glasses slightly up the bridge of her nose. She's a bit of a shrink cliché, I think to myself. The sofa, the calm, slightly superior voice, the glasses that she peers over. If this were one of my screenplays, I'd get a red mark in the margins from editorial about tired archetypes. I've felt upset, I say flatly. I then reach for one of the tissues on the table in front of us, and although I'm neither crying nor close to sneezing, I dab it to my nose. I'm playing for time, and she knows it. I avoid her gaze as I push the tissue deep into my pocket. She takes a slow breath in and waits. We wait. The seconds tick by. Eventually, I give in and say, I thought I could just dive straight in. I know it was foolish, not writing for months and then trying to pick up where I left off. You see, the show I was in the middle of developing for ITV was something I was very keen to be part of. It's based on a terrific series of crime novels. It has a really interesting cop as the main character. Not one of those we've seen it all before types with an alcohol problem, poor diet, and marital issues. He was athletic, kind, did outdoor rock climbing in his spare time. He was a really interesting character for the screen. Or would have been. But the first episode, it starts with the torture of someone in a basement, which is strong stuff, of course. Then the plot starts to hinge on the disappearance of a teenage girl. I let the silence return, and after a few moments, Lainey steps in this time. And you felt the subject matter wasn't helpful. She says the sentence matter-of-factly. It isn't a question, but she's hoping I'll want to react. It's all just... It reminded me of some of the lower moments. The 5th scene in the episode is where the girl's mum is trying to call her daughter on the phone, then reporting her missing. I trail off. She nods understandingly. Caroline, I can understand how the idea of returning to your work might seem therapeutic to you. In fact, I don't think it was a bad decision. You should trust your instincts, and it's good to see you're making steps in a positive, progressive direction. There's a but coming, I can sense it. But I would caution you about the intensity of such content. Go easy on yourself, be kind to yourself. Take it slowly, one step at a time, and be mindful of the impact graphic or highly emotive material might have on you after your experience earlier this year. An experience you are still living through. I want to leave now. I can feel myself getting prickly, feeling defensive. This is the part of therapy I really don't enjoy. Knowing that they're right, and having no option but to accept it. Honestly, it really wasn't that strong. I've done a lot harder stuff than that before. Did you see that 3-part drama last year about the child finger murders? Based on the real case of the man who sent mothers the fingers of their dead children through the post? I wrote that. I handled it without even blinking. I mean, I understood it was upsetting stuff, of course, but I just got on with it and did the job. I'm sure you did, Lainey says, staring calmly at me.